Okay guys, so word of the day today is adapt. So I kind of hurt my calf. If you watched yesterday's workout, I hurt my calf about halfway through. It's something that's kind of been recurring the last couple weeks, but it really limited me. It's going to limit me today. And the workout that I had planned was a lot more movement, so I am adapting it to more of a kind of a ball handling workout. So our workout today is a little bit more ball handling, not as much shooting. But it reminded me of this book that I just read. I love reading World War II books, and the book was about the fighter pilots in the race to be the top ace in the Southwest Pacific back in World War II. And they talked about this guy named Pappy Gunn. And if you look him up, it's kind of an inspirational story. Pappy was part of this group of guys that kind of developed a new way to use bombers, and they called it skip bombing. Totally unique. The Japanese didn't know how to defend it, and it really kind of changed the tide in the Southwest Pacific in the war, because these guys were able to adapt. They took a bomber that was supposed to do this, and they made it do this, and it was just huge because they were able to adapt it. So we're adapting our shooting workout. You got to be able to do that. Things aren't always going to go as you plan. For me, calf is hurting. Okay, I'll figure out a different way to work out. So today's off the dribble. What we're going to do is basically Bryce and I are going to do like 5 of each of the dribble moves and then get into a shot. So we're not going to shoot nearly as many shots today. It's a little bit more of a ball handling workout. Work on your pickups, work on keeping your feet moving. This isn't stationary. We're not going to be up and down, but it's not stationary in the fact that, I'm not moving my feet. We're going to try to move our feet into everything we do here. Okay, so we're going to start with between, cross, into a shot. So we're going to go towards the middle with the between, cross, back in front. Between, cross, we do that 5 times, about, and then into our shot. And we're going to go 5 minutes. All right? Here we go. Go ahead. good start. Now, some people would say, that's really boring, man. You just did the same dribble move over and over and over. Other people would say, yeah, I'm getting better at that move too. I'm getting quicker, I'm getting more efficient with it, and I'm getting it into a shot. So it's up to you. It's always about perspective. Quick break. Okay, next set. Similar. Again, we're just shooting from the elbow. Feel free to do this wherever you want. We're just doing it to stay within the camera here. Next set, between and then back between into a shot. So you see Kawhi Leonard do this move a lot. Between and then bring it back. A lot of times he's doing it to bring his defender back towards him so he can then drive. But he does it a lot of times into a shot. Kind of just keeps that defender moving. So between and then back between. We're gonna go middle and then back to the outside. second set, quick break. Make sure you're staying low on that dribble, feet really wide. Okay, here we go. Third set, again, similar. We're gonna go between, behind, into a shot, between, behind, between, behind. Again, keep the feet moving, keep them wide, especially on your behind the back. A lot of people like to pull the feet together and kind of hop forward. You can be wide and low, all right? Between, behind, into a shot. We'll start with the between going towards the middle. All right, quick break. All right, next set. So now we do what I'm just calling a step-step pound. The timing doesn't have to be exactly that. You don't have to go step, step, dribble. But what I want is right foot, right foot. So there might be a dribble on the first one, might even be a dribble on the second one. So watch us do it a little bit. Step, step, I'm trying to kind of lull him into sleep a little bit. But then there's a hard pound, and then I'm into my shot. So the pound kind of ends the move. Now I can do a little step back if I want, or just pound and gather my feet. So step, step, pound to the outside now. To the outside. All right, good break. I'm probably gonna just delete that part from the video. Missed 5 in a row at one point, I think. No, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna get better. That's all you can do. But I could tell I've got 2 things going on here. I've got this calf that's giving me trouble so I don't have any lift. And my shoulder's tightening up a little bit from the surgery. So I need to find something in between. Okay, I'm struggling down here, struggling up here. So all I'm thinking right now is rhythm. I gotta have rhythm. I gotta get the power from my body's motion and hope I just follow through well, because I'm not really extending all the way like I should be because of the shoulder. So I need some rhythm. All right, next set. That was set 4, set 5. We're gonna go 5 crosses with an influence. What we mean by that is we're gonna kind of reach out. We're gonna kind of influence cross versus just cross. We wanna influence the defender one way, come back the other way. So we're gonna do that consecutively. Influence, cross, 5 of them. Let's start out, in, out. Let's go. The 6th one will be the shot. So you'll bring it back to the middle hand to shoot. Okay, bring it back to your middle hand for the shot. All right, here we go. We'll start out, and then bring it back. So. Okay, last set. We've got 5, pull back, between. So we're gonna pull it back behind into the shot. So we're gonna go 1, and we're gonna go right. When I'm on the right side, I'm gonna do 5 to the right. When I'm on the left, I'm gonna do 5 to the left. So we're not switching back and forth on this one. We're gonna go pull it back between, cross it over, back to the other hand, out, back between. Okay, it's a hard move. It's a great move. Especially if you're good at penetrating, getting to the rim, you get those shoulders out over the toes, leaning into your defender, he's taking off, and you hit that outside foot, bring it back between your leg, nice and quick, keep it away from the defender, into a shot. All right, last set, let's make it a good one here. All right, Bryce, here we go. Okay, gonna make 2 free throws now. 2 in a row. Go ahead, Bryce. All right, good work today, guys. Now I want to finish with this. One of the interesting things about that book, it's called Race of Aces. And it's about all the aces, so anybody had over 5 enemy kills, but then these guys kind of had a race to the top, all the way up to 36, I think was the highest one. But there was commonalities between these aces. They weren't, personality-wise, they were very different from each other. But the one commonality that I saw throughout the book about these guys, they just spent the most time in the air. They flew the most. They volunteered for missions. They stayed out a little longer. Actually went looking for them. They just spent more time in the air flying, becoming skilled at it. Think about shooting, guys. That's how you get better. You spend more time than everybody else. You get good mechanics, you spend more time, and then the confidence comes. And that's what happened with these aces. They just became confident when they got in a dogfight, they were going to win because they'd spent so much more time than the enemy, even than their the guys in their squadron. So spend the time, it'll pay dividends. All right, we're gonna take tomorrow off. I need a break. My shoulder is telling me that I need a day off. So we're gonna take tomorrow off from the videos. We'll kick it back on Monday. We'll see you then.